Goddamn, Sam.
All right, we back up in here. Paid dudes. I got a special guest in here with me today, Miss Real Estate Extraordinaire. She been doing this a long time. Get a lot of my game from her. Uh, Black owned brokerage, Maud Realty, Miss Dionne Randle in the building.
Thank you, Troy, for having me.
Yes, yes, I appreciate you coming. So, how you doing, Miss Dionne?
I'm doing wonderful.
Doing wonderful. How's the new brokerage going?
Oh, it's a lot of work, but it's worth it.
It's working.
Educating people is what I love to do, so it's worth it.
You've been in this over 20 years, huh?
Over 20 years. This going into my 20. This is my 21st year in business. Yes.
And how you feel about it? You got another kick of wind up in you, or how you feeling?
Oh, I'm feeling great about it.
Feeling
great.
great.
Big
That's,
things for my realty in 23.
that's good. I'm happy to be a part of it. I'm down since day one, my realty.
Definitely, you definitely have been.
I've been through it. I've been through it.
Yes.
I'm loyal to the soil. Yeah. So you just opened Mod, what, last year, right?
February 11th
Okay.
will be a year in business.
Congratulations on that. So
Thank you.
what is your goal with Mod Realty?
Growth.
Growth.
Growth. My goal in the next 5 years is to be Texas wide,
Okay.
at least 1,000 agents, and just to train and incorporate all the things that I've learned over the 21 years of being in business, pass that on to other agents and let them grow.
Okay. So you're looking to build your team and grow agents, and you also gonna be going all over Texas.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. So with you've been in this business a long time. Would you say how much would you say real estate has changed as far as being an agent?
Oh gosh. So I actually became a broker in 2013, but I worked in another broker at that time. But being an agent, I started in 2002, and it has changed tremendously. And what I've learned to do is that you have to evolve with the changes, and um, it was a lot easier when I first started
Right.
being an agent.
Yeah.
Now it's a little bit challenging for the agents to come in. So that's one of the reasons why I created Mod to help new agents with their business and help them strive and be able to overcome any type of recession or uh, inflation type things that affect real estate.
Right. So I know it's a lot of agents in the city of Houston right now. So what do you say makes an agent stand out? Because there's so many agents out there. Everybody has, oh, my homegirl an agent, my homeboy is an agent, my family member's an agent. What makes an agent stand out for somebody to want to work with them?
I think what agents need to really focus on is educating people. The Everybody's privy to the internet and they Google and they research different things. You never want a client to know more than you. You want to be their source, just to know things, know about your market, be well rounded in real estate. I also think that you have to be different. Uh, you just have to give people something different. It's enough of us out here. Everybody's not going to want to work with me or no or you or
Right.
something. So it may be something about someone else that an agent is willing to work with that person. So but you definitely have to be educated.
Right. And that's one thing I can say about you. You're not selfish with the money, the leads, or whatever. If somebody don't want to work, you feel like it's a good fit for me or somebody else on the team or anybody else you will definitely pass them around. And I feel like that's very well needed more in this world
Yeah.
as versus people just being, stingy. And I've also noticed with you like to give a lot of education.
Yes.
You don't just try to get over on people who don't know what's going on. Because, I've told you before, me working with, when I first started things I didn't know, agents would try to slick me on my times and, oh, this is the due date for this. But, you very good with that. You play the game very fair. That's one of the things
I
I
do.
know.
If you're on my team.
Right.
Opposing team, watch out. But no, seriously though, what always try to do is educate anybody that's come my way. Even if you're not a part of my brokerage, if you ask me something, I feed you the information. I can remember when I first started in real estate, I didn't have that. I didn't have anyone to help me out in the real estate market. We didn't have teams. We didn't have training. We didn't have a lot of that. And so most of the things that I've done is self-taught. So it's like um, I had to learn from some mistakes that I've made in the past. But it's is one thing to just have training programs, but it is another thing to just really teach people real estate. Is I feel like training is it depends on the situation, so it's an ongoing thing. But what I can say is, Troy, I'm glad to have you a part of
Thank
my realty. You are absolutely one of the best agents here,
you.
and I really appreciate you being a part of
Thank you.
my realty.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate that. Huh? And I continue to get better. So, what are as far as you, what do you like more? Do you like being a listing agent more, or do you like helping people find their homes?
A combination of both for different reasons. Is years ago when I bought my first home, I didn't have somebody that walked me through the process. I didn't have somebody who just told me the right from wrong, the rights and wrongs about purchasing a home. I didn't have any guidance being a buyer. So being a buyer's agent, I do like to be a buyer's agent because I like to be able to help people out and give them knowledge on the home buying process. Listing agent as well because it just benefits me to. I like to get people the maximum dollar for their property. So it provides me um, uh, to give knowledge to the sellers on how to make their homes more profitable. How do you get more income? How to negotiate for people. I like to win, so I like a bit of both.
Right, bit of both. That's
Hmm.
understandable. That's understandable. I like that. I can understand that. So, with today's time, how do you feel about these interest rates? Because they went up so high. And what was the cause of those interest rates going up like that?
Well, the prices of houses kept going up. If you kept the interest rates at 2.6 and 3%, everybody was going to keep buying, and you were going to have these bidding wars. We had to stabilize the economy some, so the home prices wouldn't increase so much. So I understood it. While it was a hard hit for some people who were in the market to buy, I understood that. So what did I tell people in 21 who were buying and the interest rates were low? I told them to buy simply because I didn't know what was going to happen with the market. And I was like, the prices of houses keep going up. So buy now. What am I telling people now? I'm telling people, you still need to buy. You buy when you need to buy. Um, Everybody's circumstance is different. And the reason what I say now is the reason to buy is because if the interest rates are high now, you have more negotiating room to negotiate with the seller the base price of the home and if they're going to contribute towards your closing costs. You can always refinance later. So get a good deal now on the sales price of the house, get them to assist with some of your expenses and then refinance later. So
Right. So yeah, that was my question. What was your advice to them? So because I hear a lot of people say, I'm not gonna buy right now. I'm gonna just wait till later. And I'm with you on the same thing. Buy now and go ahead and refinance later. That would be the best thing. But a lot of houses that were like 199, 200,000 before have went up to like 300, 350. Do you think those prices will ever go down?
not like that. I don't think they're going to go down significantly. I mean, you think about it. Many years ago, my grandparents paid $3,500 for their house. Have we seen house prices at 3,500 ever?
Right. No.
So inflation has its way of creeping up.
Right.
So, um, will they ever go down? I do think they will, but I don't think it will ever be significant enough
To what
where
it
it's
was
going to
before.
just see a great change in what we once had.
Right, right. Because it is a lot of people moving to Houston now, so
Yes,
we are oversaturated.
yes, almost 8 million.
8 million people. Mm,
Well, that's Houston metropolitan area, not just Houston directly. So
gotcha, gotcha. Understandable. So you also do some investing, also.
I
Tell us
do.
about that.
So I also invest. I feel like any millionaire has always had their hands in investing in real estate. You never just see one person to say, "Oh, I own this company, I own this company," without them also owning some real estate. Investing is great. I own land, Airbnbs, multi units, um, single family homes. I do a little bit of everything. And,
what would you say is the most profitable for someone that's looking to invest? What do you think is the most profitable if you would say land, multifamily, or rent home? Which one do you think a person should start?
A person should start. It depends on what they're trying to build. Like I have some people who say I need the money now to purchase something else, so we're looking for flips. Um, they're a little harder to find right now, but that's what they're looking for. They're sitting and waiting to look for flips. I have other people who want to buy and hold, and they're trying to build a portfolio. So one day, renters could pay off their mortgage, and they could be rent free from the property and just collect the rents on a monthly basis. Then I have people who want to buy and hold land. It just depends on what you're trying to do as an investment. So when we talk to people, we're like, okay, what is your end goal with this investment? What do you want to do? So it just depends on the individual person and the direction they want to go with investing.
Right, right. And like you said, we spoke about multifamily, like apartment complexes. How do you feel about an investor wanting to get in those? Are those a good return, or what do you think about those?
Absolutely. I like multi units a lot, and simply because if one unit is vacant, you always have some other income to bring in. As to a single family home, you don't. Now, I don't object to single family homes. I just think you need to buy smart when you're buying a single family home.
So what's like the amount of time? Say you bought a 8 unit or any single family home, and would you say, just if you got it at an average price, would you say what's the amount of time to hold the property for the equity to build up, then sell it, like for it to go up?
Well, now, like in Houston, the prices of homes have gone up almost like 70%. So it just depends on what area you're in. I can't say a blanket statement for all of the United States, but I can speak candidly on the Houston area. Um, Normally, in the past, it was like you hold it for about 3 years
Right.
and to build equity, but now it's so rapid. It's like the equity is building within a year. We've had some people to buy a property, and within 6 months they had $100,000 equity in that property. But don't think that once I buy this multi-unit, oh wow, I'm gonna jump and start making money right now. Most of the multi-units, the rents are low because they're not properly renovated. You've got to take care of that property. You got to bring that property up to standards to get the proper rent and to make it more marketable if you ever want to sell it or pull equity out.
Now, I often hear people say you never lose on real estate. Do you think that's a true statement? Because I feel like you can overpay, but do you feel like you can lose in real estate?
Absolutely. That's just like with any investment. You could lose in stocks.
Right.
You could lose in any investment you make. That's why you should always pair yourself with the right person that's going to help you through the process. I have clients that have been waiting for the right property. And I'm like, hey, you just don't want to own a property. You want to own the right property. So we try to guide people in the right direction to get the property that makes more sense for their portfolio.
Right. Now I know recently, 2020 and 21, that properties went up. So, do you think, as far as an investor, do you think it would have been a good move to just sell your properties that time when everything was inflated and cash out? And then now, my opinion is we're going to see some of these properties come up for like foreclosure. A lot of people sell because we are in a recession, pretty much. Do you think that would have been a good idea? To Is it going to be a era now of buying
Um,
like a stock? You know how a stock go high, you sell it, and when it crash, you buy low again.
Correct. So I wouldn't, as any investor, I wouldn't got rid of my whole portfolio. Everybody needs to do what's best for them for that time being. If there's you see some people who will criticize and say, why did they sell this? We could have kept they could have should have kept their grandparents' house, whatever. It depends on what your financial situation is when you sell something. Don't sell something and then don't reinvest it. Or you just have to. It just depends. Every situation is different. So what I say to people is I bought some property during the 2021, and I it was inflated when I bought
Mhm.
it, and I paid over asking price, and the appraisal came back lower, so I had to pay the difference because I wanted that property. But now I have renovate the property, bring up the value.
Right.
But it's just wise to make a wise decision. You can't just say, "Oh, everybody needs to do the same thing." It just depends on your specific need.
Right. And you must do your research, and like you say,
Absolutely.
have you a good realtor.
Absolutely.
'Cause a lot of people try to cut corners and not use a realtor.
They try to cut corners, not use the realtor, and then they try to cut corners and use just anybody. All realtors are not made equally.
Right.
And the person that's knowledgeable about investing or has invested, or it's not just, I won't say that any realtor that has just invested is the only realtor you should use, but I am saying is that you got to get the one that is knowledgeable, that understands real estate
Right.
and how to make sure that their client is making a good investment. Now, there's no way to assure you that totally every investment that you've made is going to be a positive one or it's going to be profitable.
Right.
We gamble just like the stock.
It's a gamble.
But you got to have somebody who has your best interest at heart.
Right. Indeed, indeed. So I'm gonna jump a little bit though. So I get a lot of questions. Well, I get a lot of people, and I'm gonna say in the black community, that have a fear of buying a home because they say my credit score ain't right. I don't have enough for a down payment. They have a lot of fears of that, and I often try to talk to them and tell them that, hey, no, let's get this process started because you can change everything. You can have a low credit score. We can fix that credit score. Now, what are some things that you would say to people that are renting and want to buy, that feel like their score is too low? They don't have no money. They don't have any money down for a down payment. Were there any programs that you know of that?
There's several programs. First and foremost, let's speak on the credit. I know you're paired with a few credit repair agencies that can help them out with that. Uh, in addition to that, yes, you do want to get your credit up. You just want to do it, just not just for to buy a house or to buy a car. You want to get your credit up. You never know when you may need that. Then I also say, we have a lot of programs, like we have 0% down programs that we partner with lenders for everything. You could be a doctor, 0% up to 1.5 million. You could be an attorney, 0% up to 1.5 million. You could be a nurse, 0%. You could be um, you could work anywhere, and we got a 0% program for you for down payment. Now, I don't want to misguide anyone and make you think that there's no obligation, that you don't have to have any financial obligation when purchasing a home. There's other things that go into purchasing a home, so you do have to have some money. You just don't have to have a lot. But I think you're having that home buyer seminar coming up.
Yes,
March 3rd.
Yes, and
Yeah, maybe they should come to that.
they should come to that. I'll be teaching them
Absolutely.
and guiding them through it. I just know that a lot of people are afraid to take that jump, but they don't know about these programs, like you said, 0% down. They don't know about the down payment assistance or whatever.
Yes, and one of our partners that will be at your event, they are paired with the city of Houston, and they're giving 30,000 down if you buy a house in the city of Houston. So
Right.
they have a program like that. So it may be beneficial to some to do
Yeah.
that. There are stipulations with every program, but that's what you have a realtor for, to guide you in the right direction.
Right, right. Yeah, yeah. That's good to know because a lot of people don't know that. They didn't know about down payment assistance, or even if you work in the medical field, that you are eligible to get money down. A lot of our people don't know. And how can they find out those things without knowing? I know me and you, we educate the world on that, but how do people find out about this if they don't know?
Through us.
Through us.
So we try to be the resource at My Realty. I try to educate every agent on different programs to help them help their clients. We want to be that tool. We want to be that everything tool, real estate. If you need anything, we want to be that tool for you to get information. So um, I just think they need to have the right agent that understands different programs, that that is well rounded and that can assist you in all parts of real estate.
Right, right, right. And I know I'm just going and speaking on the office. The brokerage. I'm proud of you. So you located on Kirby. What made you come over here in the Kirby area?
The Kirby area was attractive to me. This is where I hang out a lot. This is where I just feel like it's a central location for realtors. So let me explain a little bit about my realty. I s- my realty is a full brokerage with independent agents, but I also have a team here. Um, I just brought my team from the other brokerage because I still am an active realtor. Um, I like to be an active realtor just because as long as I'm still in the business, I'm able to still provide and give people information about being a real estate agent and what you need to do, the tools that you need in place to be a realtor. So we do have independent agents here, but we also have a team. It's a team office. Um, so being off of Kirby in the Upper Kirby area, it just it's just a central location for people who still want to be come in the office and have a brick and mortar. They want to meet people here. They want to have classes here. We have a training room here. They want to have classes here. If they want to do a podcast here, whatever they want to do, we want to be that resource for all agents.
Gotcha, gotcha. It's a very nice office also.
Thank
Yes,
you.
you looking to attract some people in this area around here.
Oh yeah, we have some clients in this area. Yes, we're looking to attract people in this area as well.
Gotcha. Well, I sure appreciate you coming on the show. I know you're a busy lady. We're not gonna keep you too long, but if one wanted to get in touch with you to get on the team or just come and check out the office, how can one work with you? How can they find you?
So I'm Dionne Randle, broker owner of Mod Realty, the modern way to buy and sell real estate. Our office is located at 3801 Kirby Drive, Suite 210, Houston, Texas 77098. If you want further information, you can contact us at info@myrealtytx.com. And the office number is 713-234-6888. We'd love to speak to anyone and we'd love to have you here.
All right, and we out.
Thanks, Troy.
You're welcome.
Goddamn, Sam.